So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the day two of Programming with Python Batch 2. You all might be very much excited to begin with this Programming with Python batch. From today onwards, we will be starting from the complete programming basics and will go on covering all the aspects of data, operators, and everything. So, before we start all these things, let me ask you one thing is whether my voice is clear to each one of you. Are you able to hear my voice clearly and the screen is visible completely to each one of you? Okay, today I can see that Praveen has changed his name from interesting fact to Praveen Prakash. That is good. It will help me to track down and know whoever is attending the lectures and being active in the comment or not. Aditya, good afternoon. Manikanta, good afternoon. Lemisha, salutations. Okay, so I suppose yes, my voice is audible this time. So, guys, due to certain health issues, we had to take a little break of about 3 days in between the session. But now we are back again with the complete flow, and this batch will continue from today onwards. I also suppose there are few new enrollment into this batch who haven't attended the day one but are here from the day two. For those students who are here new, those who haven't attended day one can just go and watch day one session. After watching this session, they can go back and watch the day one session that is uploaded on a YouTube channel, hmm, and get and clear all their things from there. So today in this session, we will be starting our main, what we can say that the main program we will be starting from today, like how to write code, who work on the syntax and all the programming basics of Python. So let me, before starting it, let me share my screen to each one of you. Until then, if anybody hasn't joined, just let them know in the community to join fast, because we can't just keep on waiting for everyone to join. We have to start it as soon as possible. So guys, is the screen now visible to each one of you, like my another application screen? Just let me know whether my another application screen is visible to each one of you. So I suppose, yeah, there are inputs from you all, like yes, the screen is visible. So let us now start with our session. So before starting with today's session, let us have a overview of, we can say, yesterday's session, or I can say just previous session. Let me just change it and write like previous session. Previous sessions overview. So let us have an overview of the previous session, what we did in the previous session. So whoever attended the previous session, just let me know in the chat box, like what are the topics that we covered in the previous session. So just put all these things in the chat box. So so that I can also understand that yes, you were there in the previous session and the things are clear to each one of you. Just like in the previous session, we covered about the basic of Python, like what is Python, when was Python developed, who developed Python, when Python became famous, what is the advantages of Python, applications of Python. Then we discussed about using then we discussed about using Google Colab. Like in this complete course, this complete Python programming course, we will be working with Google Colab, and we will be coding on Google Colab, and all your assignment submission will be done accordingly. But if you wish to use any other IDE for your convenience, you can do it. So, Himanshu Kadam, introduction of Python. Yes, Python introduction, advantages of it. Yes, that was the complete thing that we covered in the previous session. So, whoever missed the previous session, this was the overview. Like, it was a basic session about us, about the program, about the introduction of Python, and nothing much was done over there. So, now let us proceed with our today's session. So, how you will be marking today's attendance? You must be aware about that the last time we asked you to just give a screenshot on the social media handle and tag us over there. But today, that screenshot is not a compulsion. That is just upon you. If you want to put up a screenshot on the social media, you can just put up it with your views about the session. And a form link is been provided in the description box. A form link has been provided in the description box in the YouTube video, where you have to fill that form and your attendance for the day 2 will be marked. And guys, if you wish, you can put up a screenshot on the social media handle also, because guys, we are a growing community and we are a growing platform. So as a growing platform, we want to also reach to as many students as possible, and try to also provide them the benefit that you all are getting over here. So just to support us and show your love, you can put up the screenshots on the social media handles and tag us over there. But don't forget to fill the form that is in the description section. Description form is provided in the description section. Okay, Lemisha is saying it was developed by Rosum in 1991 and easier to write. Yes, that is correct, Lemisha. So, accordingly, Python was developed in 1991, but it became famous in 2006. So, why it became famous in 2006? Because before 2006, no one was backing Python. But in 2006, what happened? Google acquired Python and Google started backing up Python. What's the timing to fill the form? Praveen, to fill the form, you need to fill it by tonight 12 a.m. Before 12 a.m., you all need to fill the attendance form. So in 2006, Google started using Python and Google backed Python. So from that day, Python was was being vastly used by almost all the companies, and after the backing of Google, it became popular. So that is the short story behind Python. So guys, now again coming to your attendance, like the deadline to submit your attendance will be tonight, like midnight 12 a.m. So before 12 a.m. you need to watch the complete session and fill up the attendance form. If you fail to fill up the attendance form before midnight, your attendance won't be counted for the day 2. So now coming to our day 2 targets, what will be our day 2 targets? So we will start with certain programming basics, like the basics of programming languages, that is data, variables, and keywords. These three are the basics which are used in all the programming languages, whether it is Java, C, C++, Python, or any type of programming languages you go on. These three will be the basic programming basics that will be used. So we will be starting with these things. Then we will be looking out how to take input from the user and provide output to the user. And then conversion, type conversion, then operators. So these are the few topics that we will be covering today. So let us start with our today topics. And after the completion of the topic, I'll be also telling you your assignments that you need to submit. The assignment submission link and other details will be provided to you in the Telegram community. So don't forget to join the Telegram community. And the assignment submission last deadline will be tomorrow, like tomorrow to yes, tomorrow 11 a.m. will be the deadline for submission of your assignments. So before 11 a.m., that is tomorrow 11 a.m., you also need to submit your assignments. There will be three basic questions that you need to solve. So let us begin with our programming basics. So the first thing is, what is data? The one and the most important thing about any programming language is data. So can any one of you let me know what is data? What do you mean by data? I'm waiting for your responses. Like, what do you mean by data? डेटा से आप लोगों को क्या पता चलता है कि किसका मतलब क्या होगा? डेटा means information, collection of information. So according to me, we can say that data, what is data? So data can be considered as any information which is related to the real world or which is important to us. Like anything, like Harish said, values. Yes, statistics, facts about something. That's the Lamisha gave the correct answer. That is all the information, statistics, and facts about something. So data is any information. It can be any statistics, any fact, any particular detail, or anything that is related to the real world and which is important to us. Like, see, this is a notepad that I'm using, an online notepad, to explain things to you all. Like, let us see what is data. Data. We can say data is information, or we can say raw information, or we can say any value, or we can say statistics. Take an example, like, see, we can say like whose name should I take? Yeah, like, see, Sartaj has, yeah, Sartaj had 50 apples. So this, we can say that this line is a data which tells us that yes, Sartaj is a name, that is also a data. Then 50 is a number, that is also a data. And apple, apple is also a data. So it is saying that this line is what this line is saying us. It is saying us that Sartaj had 50 apples. So that means that it is providing us a information or a stats about apples, that this particular person had 50 apples, or any number I can say, 1000 or one, or any name, place, cha- character, or I can say anything. Anything, everything is a data. Everything that we can consider a raw fact or any collection, everything is a data to us. So this is what data means. Like anything which is related to the real world or which carries certain importance, whether it is a number or it is a name or it is a place or it is a sentence or anything, that everything is a data. So this was about data. So now what is variable? What we mean by variable? So can any one of you let me know what do you mean by variable? Like yes, we know data कि डेटा हमारा नेम प्लेस या नंबर कुछ भी होता है, बट व्हाट इज वेरिएबल? जस्ट ट्राई टू थिंक एंड लेट मी नो व्हाट इज वेरिएबल. So variable, we can say that variable is something whose value can change, whose value can change in any programming languages. Variable is like name of a reserved memory location where data can be stored. So in a simple word, we can say that variable is anything in which we can store data, in which we can store data. So what I can say that variable is anything in which we can store data. To store memory, just like xy is something which stores some data. Yes, you are correct. So variable is anything that can store data. It can be a name, it can, so it can be either x, y, or anything. The name that you give to a variable will be its variable name. So we, what is that? We can say a memory location, anything in which we can store or data, or we can say a memory location. Memory location. So we can say that a memory location is also known as a variable because it stores the data, it places the data at a certain location. So let us just see a simple example. Like see, we have x equals to 20. So here 20 is what? 20 is our data and x is a memory location where we are storing this 20. We are storing this 20 at x. So this x is a memory location which is said as variable. And another definition, that another line that variable says that the value of which can change. So what does this mean? The value of which can change. So you can also see that the value of x can be changed. Suppose we have another variable like y equals to 10, and then what we do over here, like x equals to x plus y, then what happen? The value of x will become, like what will happen? The value of x will become, the value of x will become 30. So in this way, we can say that variable is anything which can store data or which can store the memory location of the data and whose value can be changed accordingly or according to the need. So variable and data are interrelated. If we are dealing with data, we need to have certain variables to store that data. So these two are the basic things that you need to acquire and you need to be aware about before starting any programming languages. So this was variable, the value of which can change in programming language. It is like a reserved memory location, or we can say a memory location where we can store data. Now another most important thing in the programming basics that comes is a keyword. Like, what is a keyword? As the name suggests, keyword, it seems like certain unique words. So keywords are a predefined words which can be used in Python to specify some specific task. So in simple word, we can say that keyword are a unique word which has certain special meanings in Python. If like certain, if we use input, print, int, etc., these are the keywords. Like we can say these are the unique words that has a special meaning to Python. See, in Python there are so many special keywords. Like there are false, none, true, and, as, assert, break, def, del, elif, else, except, finally. These are the keywords that are used in Python. So all these keywords carry a certain specific meaning, and a specific purpose is there for these keywords. So if you use all these keyword will have perform certain specific tasks and will be carrying certain unique criteria with them. So these are the three basic things to know about the programming language. Like every programming language has certain variable rules, has certain data types, has certain keywords. So till now we covered about what is data. Then we came to know about what are variables. And then what are the keywords. So keywords, are a special unique words which carry a unique meaning and perform unique tasks. So these are the list of keywords that are allowed and that are used in Python. Apart from these, there are no other keywords in Python. So now coming to another thing that is most important for any programming language, that are data types. Now we are aware about data. Now we are aware about variable, and now we are aware about keywords. So now we need to talk about what are data types. So before starting with data type, let me also tell you one more thing, that keyword carry a unique meaning. So if you try to name your variable with the keyword, that will show an error. So instead of that particular specific task, you try to use the keyword. You try to use the keyword as a variable, or you try to use the keyword as a function name or a variable name or anything. It will show an error because these keywords are unique and carry a special meaning to the Python compilers. So now coming to data types. So till now we came to know about data, like number is also a data, character is also a data, name is also a data, place is also a data. So everything is a data. So what are data types? So data types refers to different types of datas. Like what are the different types of datas? We categorize all those types of data and refer to it as a common name, that is data types. So numbers, there are three main type of data, that is numbers. These are primitive data types. Numbers, string, then boolean. So in numbers, all the numbers comes like 1, 2, 3, and everything. So all the numeric values come under numbers data type. Then all the character, string, and everything that is enclosed in quotations, like single quotes or double quotes, comes under string data type. Then true and false is another data type, that is a boolean data type. So true and false stands for Boolean data types. So these are the three basics data type that we use in all the programming languages. These are the primitive data types. There are more complex data types like list, tuple, dictionary, set, every and other data types that we will be covering in the upcoming lectures. So don't worry if you are not knowing about all those data types. We will be covering them as we go on with all these basics to the advanced part. So I may also understand that many of you might still not getting these things, but don't worry, as we go with the practicing these things in the live code, then you will be getting all those things, all these things that I'm talking about. So till now it was all about theoretical thing like what is data, what is keyword, and each and everything. So now let us switch to our practical thing. Now let me just open Google Colab for each one of you so that I can practically show you how it will work and how you will be using Google Colab. So the link for the Google Colab is also given in your link for the Google Colab is been given in the description box. So you can also copy that link and switch your tabs and use Google Colab from there. So now here I am opening the Google Colab so that I can show you the practical live of all these things like how data, what are the different data types, how to handle data, what are variables, then keywords. So let me just open a new notebook and see guys, in this way only you have to also do your assignment part, name your file and then submit your assignment. I will be also showing you how you will be naming your file and submitting your assignments. So let it just open. The system is working little slow. Okay, so now the Google Colab has been opened. So let me now just connect with it. You can use Google Colab either in your mobile phone or in your laptop. Anywhere you can use Google Colab. It is machine independent. So now just rename my file. So how you will be naming your file for the assignment? So you will simply writing like day 2, then underscore, then your full name that you want on your certificate. Like my full name is the Arman, so I'm writing like this. So you have to write your full name that you want on the certificate. Then just press enter and your file name is saved. So now let us just write the code and see how it works. Here I will be also covering certain basic things about like how to add comments, how to just mark down your other things, like how to add comments in your statement, in your code, and how to take inputs and output. So first let us see how to add comment. To add a comment in your Python code, you just need to write it like this. Just put a hash and then it will start your comment and you can start writing your comment. This is the way of writing comments. Let us see. Let us now see how to take input from user and give output to the user. Let us see how to take input from the user and give output to the user. So to take the input, take input, you need to use input function. What you need to do, you need to use input function. So let us see, let us just now here what we will be doing, we will be taking input, that is we will be taking data as an input and storing it in a variable. So let us just assign a variable. So let me name my variable as var, or just let me name it as x only. X equals to input, and inside input you can even give a prompt message. You can even give a message that will be displayed to the user. To give, provide input. So for that you need to write it in the double quotes. In the double quotes you will write anything that will be prompted to the user. So, and this is the way that in which you will be taking input. So now how to take, how to give the output. So to give output, we use print function. So here you can see that this input and this print are the keywords in Python which has the specific meaning, which carry certain specific meaning in Python. So we can't use these keywords as a variable name or as a name for any other thing. So this is the basic code to take an input from the user and give the output to the user. So let us just run it. Run it by clicking it over here, or you can just control plus enter and the shell will be executed. So let me run. So it is asking provide input. So I'll be providing input like welcome to enter. So now it is giving the output as welcome to TECHOX. So the output that we provided was given back to, the input that we provided was given back to as an output. So in this was the way of how we will be taking input from the user and giving the output to the user. So now let us see what, this was our next topic only, like input and the print function, how to take input from the user and how to give the output to the user. So now our next topic is like type conversion in Python, how to convert one type into another type. So type conversion means converting data from one type, or we can say one data type, to another data type. Suppose we want to convert int into string or string into int, or in this way, so we can use type conversion. So the functions used to convert the type of data is called as type conversion function. So we use certain functions to convert one data type into another data type, such as int, float, odd, str for string, then tuple, list, set. All these are functions. There are few other functions also like dictionary and all those functions. So we can convert one data type into another. As we go on with our course and as we go on with our upcoming lectures, we will be using all these type of functions like tuple, list, and everything. And I'll be also explaining you how to convert. But here let us see how to convert this. Like see, here we are giving it as an input. Like see, here we are giving like provide input, so it is taking and it is printing a string value. So suppose now we want to take a value as integer value. So let me just click and add a new cell, like add a new cell, type conversion. So first let us check the type. So how to check the type of your data? How to check the type of your data? Let us just check the type of the data. So let me just simply copy this complete code, paste it over here. So to check the type, we use the type function. So here what I have done, I have just used the type function and put it and pass this x, that is the variable in the type function, and let us see what it returns. So let me just give the input, let me just give hello. So it is showing us like class string str. So it is showing that this data is of the string class. So what it is implies that the input that we are giving to it, it is of type string. So now let us again run it and try to give any integer input to it. So let us just give 123. Again it is implying string. So every time we give an input to the console, it always takes the input as a string value. So now how can we convert that string into integer? How can we convert that input into string? So for that we use the type conversion. So we will simply use the int function and put this complete input in this int function. And now if we provide any integer value or any value, it will be considered as a string, as an input value, or we can say as an integer value. So let us just give an integer value. So now it is giving the output as class int. So now you can see that this input, this string input is converted into the integer input. So this is what type conversion means. Like what does type conversion does? Type conversion simply converts the is any type of data into another type. So now see if I try to enter any string value over here. Suppose I want to enter hello. It will show an error. Why it will show an error? Because here we are expecting integer value, and what we are giving over here, we are giving over here as a string value, because we have converted the string data type into integer, and hello is not an integer value, so it will not take hello as an input. And if we just put up a number over there, it will simply take it. This is the way to convert any data type into another data type by using the type conversion method. And in this way you can take any integer input from the user and perform any type of integer based operation like addition, subtraction, that we will be covering just now, like how to perform various operations on data and on data types. So now here what arises, the basic thing or the most important thing, that is operators in Python. What are operators in Python? Can any one of you let me know? What do you mean by operators? Just let me know in the chat box, like what are operators? And also let me know whether whether you are getting things or not. Just let me know in the chat box. If you are if you are not able to understand anything, just let me know in the chat box. If you are having any doubt or any query regarding any of the topic or content that I have explained to you till now. Guys, feel free to interact in the chat box. Keep commenting in the chat box. Keep putting up your points, queries, or any doubt you have. If you won't come up and ask, we won't be able to teach you in that way, or we can clear your queries. To compare two variables. So yes, operators are used to compare two variables, or operators, we can say, to perform operations on data, we use operators. Mathematical and logical symbols used in coding, arithmetic operators and logical operators, and addition, subtraction, arithmetic. Yeah. Himanshu Kadam, arithmetic operators, assignment operator, comparison operator, logical operator. Yes. So a simple definition of operators, that we can say that operators are anything that help us to perform operations on data types or on data. If we want to perform any type of operation on data, we need to use certain operators. So Python has around 7 operators. 7 operators are there in Python, like arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, identity operators, and membership operators. One by one, we will be covering all these operators with a complete example and a complete practical experience of all these things. We will be covering all these 7 operators. So these are the 7 operators that are there in Python: arithmetic, assignment, identity, and membership. We will be covering each one in very detail, one by one. So let us firstly begin with arithmetic operator. Today we will only cover arithmetic operator in complete detail with a complete code and practical examples, so that you can be comfortable with what are arithmetic operators and how arithmetic operation works. And from tomorrow onwards, we will be covering relational, logical, and each data type, each operators, along with their practical examples. And guys, keep keep the interaction going on in the chat box. It helps us in providing you the best way of delivering the lectures. And and by this we also get to know that whether you are understanding things or not, or if you are having any query, you can also put up in the chat box, and we will be happy to answer you over here only. So now let us see arithmetic operators in Python, how to work with arithmetic operators, and what are the importance of arithmetic operators, and how we can work with arithmetic operators. So just let me add another code over here, code block, and put up a comment. So till now you are also aware about how to write comments. Arithmetic operators. So let us see. Firstly, let us see arithmetic operators. How many types of arithmetic operators are there? So there are addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication, modulus, and division. So let us see how all these operator works, and what are the different ways of dealing with all these operators. So firstly, addition operator. Addition, that is plus. Arithmetic operators. Share Pranay, the class is understandable, so it's good. Yeah, we try to just provide you the best and the comfortable way of learning, guys. Like, we go slowly, cover the starting from the basic topics, and try to provide you the practical experience. And here, why we say why we are asking you to interact in the chat box, so that you can also come up with your points and ideas, and we can together work on it and can provide you much better way of education. So let us see addition, that is plus operator. So let me just take an input from the user, int, then under int just put input, enter value, then suppose y I have taken by myself as 20, then simply print x plus y. So plus operator is used to, that is addition plus operator used to give the addition of the two numbers, or we can say that it is used to add the data types, or it is used to add the data types. If the int data type is used, it is used to add the integer data types to provide all the arithmetic operations. So let us see. Over there some, so to put up, give any message, you just need to put up it in double quotes and just put up a comma and it will get separated. So just let me run it and see what is the output. So it is asking enter value. So I have entered like 30. So 30 plus 20, it should give me like some 50. So now you can see we have been provided over here like some 50. So what happened over here? So it is adding, this plus operator is adding the two values. It is simple. Arithmetic means simple mathematical operations. Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. So here now let us also see subtraction operator. That is minus operator, subtraction. So instead of plus, just write as minus and just let me run it. Enter value. So let me just enter 40 over here. So okay, I have added some subtraction again. Let me enter 40. Now you can see x minus y, like 40 minus 20, it gives us 20. So in this way subtraction operator works. So all these operator like addition, subtraction, multiplication is simply used for the mathematical functions. So let me just also show you another for example of division operator. Mine is this division operator. So here I have taken x equals to 30, y equals to 5. Then what I have done over here, I will be just simply printing print x divided by y. Let us see what is the output. So here you can see x divided by, it gives us 6.0. Why it is giving us 6.0? Because 30 gets divided by 5 for this sixth time. 5 into 6, we can say it is 30. So this is the basic division operator. Here it gives us output in the float value. See, it is giving us output in the decimal value. So suppose if we want to get value in an integer value, we only want 6, not any decimal value. So how we can get in only integer value? So let us also see. We have another operator, that is this double floor operator. We comment it down. We have this operator, that is double floor operator. What it does, it divides and give output as integer. What does it does? This one, it divides and give output as float. Manikanta is saying print int xy. Yes, you can also use that type conversion. That is a good thing that you have understood the type conversion. You can also do like that also, but here we will be using float operator. That is floor division operator. So let us see. Just let me just simply copy this whole code again. Paste it over here. Instead of single, just put up double division sign, and now you can see 6. So it will return the integer value. So suppose now you have some number like 32. You know this 32 will not be completely divisible by 5. It will give certain decimal value only. But you don't want this decimal value, you only want your integer value. So let me just again run it and see. See, it will again just give you the integer value. And here just let me do it like 32 and run it. It will give us the complete 6.4. That is the complete decimal value. So in this way, this division operator and the floor division operator works. So now come to multiplication operator. Now let us see multiplication operator. Multiplication operator. Multiplication operator is also very simple. Suppose we have x equals to 3, then y equals to 4, and x multiply y. Just let us see the output. It has given us 12. It has given us 12. So in this way, the multiplication operator works. This was about multiplication operator. Now another operator is there which is similar to multiplication, that we can say as an exponential operator, like power. If we want to have 3 to the power 4, or we want to have such something like 3 has the power of 4, so how we can do it, or how we can just print that value. So let us see that thing. Suppose you want to print, suppose you want to, Manikanta is very fast with all these things. That's good, Manikanta. You are aware about all these things. Praveen is also coming up with the inputs. That very good, guys. So suppose you want to provide power to any number. We can say exponential. So just let us have it. Let me just simply copy this code. Now, instead of this single multiplication, just put the double multiplication. So what it will do, it will just put 3 and 4 will be put to the power. 4 will be the exponential value of 3. So let us just see, it will give the output like, the output will be like this. Output will be like 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So 3 will be multiplied 4 times. So in this way, we used to provide the power power values, or we can say exponential values. So these are the basic operators. Now, again, one more important operator in arithmetic is left, that is modulus operator. So let us just explore that modulus operator also. Modulus operator, or we can say modulo operator, or like that. What it does, it gives us the remainder after division. So what it does, it gives us the remainder after division. Suppose x equals to 34, y equals to 3, then print modulus operator is the percentage sign. So just let us see. So it gives us the remainder as 1. So 1 is the remainder because 34 will not be completely divided by 33. Sorry, 34 will not be completely divided by 3. So it will be it will divide 33 completely, but 1 will be left as a remainder. So we get remainder by using the modulus operator. So these were the basic operators in arithmetic, or we can say basic arithmetic operators that we use in our day-to-day programming life. One, modulus operator, then we have the exponential operator, we can say exponential operator, then multiplication operator, floor division operator, which provides us the output, or we can say quotient as a integer value, then the division operator, which gives output as a float value, then the addition and subtraction arithmetic operators. So basic these are the all the basics arithmetic operators. So guys, are all these things clear to each one of you? Let me also add it over here, like other operators also. I haven't added it over here. So division, and what we have exponential operator. So these are the basic operators. So just let me know if the arithmetic operator is not clear to each one of you. If any one of you having any doubt in any of the arithmetic operator, just put up in the chat box so that we can clear your doubt and the arithmetic operator gets clear to each one of you. Because see, all these operators are very important, because if you are not able to use these operators, are not aware about the functionality of these operators, you won't be able to perform any type of coding questions, like whether you go to a competitive coding or any basic level coding contest or anywhere. These operator plays a very important role. Without the use of operators, the coding is completely incomplete. So these were all about. You can even also take input from the user by using the input function. You can take the in input of x, input of y. You can take input in any way and just perform the operators. So this was all about today's session. Today we were only about to cover till arithmetic operator. Why we are covering these few topics only? So that you get the time to practice these things and get a full command over it. so that each and everything is clear to each one of you. And okay, Lemisha is saying everything is clear except for conversion. Okay, so let me clear that thing to you, Lemisha. So Lemisha, here you can see that in this question division operator, it is providing us the input as decimal value. So let me just write another code for you to understand type conversion. Type conversion. Type conversion means converting one data type into another data type. Example, if we take an example, float to int to string in this way. So let me just write a code for you to explain. Suppose we have x equals to 6.0, then we have y equals to 4, then we have suppose like another value, something like we can say z equals to hello. So you can see that x is storing a value that is float, y is storing a value that is int, and z is storing a value that is string. So let us also check it out. What are the type? So to check the type of your data, just simply use the type function. Type x, then I'll just simply copying this code two more times, and instead of x, I'll be putting y, then z. So let me just check it out the type of this two of all these data. So first is float, then int, then string. So now what to do? Let me just convert it. So what will I do over here? I want to convert float into integer. So to convert float into integer, simply use int function, then put x into it. Now what will be happening over here? This x, that is 6.0, will be converted into int, and to convert int into float, just simply put float y. So now let me run it and see. Okay, x equals to int. Wait a second, it is taking the previous input only. Let me just remove it. So now you can see that 6.0 is converted into 6. That is the integer value. Previously it was a float value 6.0, and this 4 was a integer value, but now it is converted into float value, that is 4.0. So now you can see that this in this way what we have done over here, we have converted, or we can see we have converted the type of this int into float, and this float value into integer value. We can't convert string into integer or float, so that's why I haven't converted this z into any other form. So now I suppose, Lemisha, the thing is clear to you. Manikanta, sir, give x equals to int x. Yeah, that also we can do, but here I don't wanted to assign that value to x. I I don't want to change the value of x. I just want to type conversion of it. So that's why I have used like just simply printed by converting the type. So I suppose now it is clear to you how to convert your one data type into another data type. And here's things. See, one more thing you can do over here. Like, let me just also show you one more thing. Suppose you have used b equals to, yes, you can convert any character into integer because all the character contain certain ASCII values, but you can't convert complete string into integer form. Let me show you that thing also. Another method that was like, see, we have a. Now we want to convert the type of this a. So print ord. Ord was also a type conversion method, and here we will be forwarding a. So just see. So now you can see the value of a. This a has a value 65. 65 is the ASCII value. So this odd function, this odd has converted the type of this a, that is from string to the integer, and provided the 65, the ASCII value of the capital A. So in this way you can convert any type of data into any form. So this was about type conversion and arithmetic operators. So now I suppose type conversion is also clear to each one of you, and arithmetic operators are clear to all of you. So now let us come to our day 2 assignment, because in day 2 we only wanted to have you the complete knowledge about type conversion and till arithmetic operator. All the remaining operators and other things we will be covering tomorrow. Why we are just putting up this little topics we are taking per day? Because so that I can explain you everything practically and clear all your doubts. Like any doubt that you come up in the live session, you can put up your doubt here and we can get it solved in the live session itself. So so now coming to your day 2 assignment. So your today you will be on in day 2. You have only two questions that you need to do, only two questions that you need to solve. That is, the first question is write a code to print 3 lines. You need to print 3 lines. You need to take input from the user. In the first line you need to print the sum of two numbers. In the second line you need to print the difference of two numbers. In the third line you need to print the product of the two numbers. This is a very easy question. Then another question is write a program to find the sum of digits of a 4-digit number given by the user. In this question, the user will provide the 4-digit number like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 4-digit number. The user will input the 4-digit number and you need to find the sum of the 4-digit number. Like suppose I'll be just letting you know in this here only. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. The input given by the user. So what should be the output? Output should be like output should be 10. How 10? Because 1, how it will be 10? Let me explain it to you also. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. That is equals to 10. So this is what you need to do over here. You need to take a 4-digit input from the user. Then what you need to do, you need to add the particular individual digits. You need to add the individual digits and then provide the sum as the output. This is also a very easy question. Here you need to think a little bit and try to use certain arithmetic operators only. By using only the arithmetic operators, you can solve this question. So try to solve these two questions as a part of your assignments. The assignment submission link and the other details will be provided to you in the Telegram community. So make sure you join the Telegram community. So this was your today's assignment. And make sure you watch the complete session, mark your attendance, and submit your assignment on time. The deadline to submit your attendance is today midnight 12 a.m. Midnight 12 a.m. is the deadline to mark your attendance, and your deadline to submit the assignment is tomorrow. Tomorrow, I suppose, yes, tomorrow 11 a.m. Tomorrow 11 a.m. is the deadline to submit the assignment. The assignment submission link will be circulated in the Telegram community before 5 p.m. So make sure to submit your assignment, mark your attendance. And guys, keep supporting us and showing your love by sharing our platform through your groups, your social media handles, letting your friends know about us. Let them join our Telegram community so that they can also be benefited. And if you all want to work with us, want to work with an internal team, you all can apply for the campus ambassador role. The link for the campus ambassador role is also given in the description box. So make sure you also, if you wish to work with us, apply for the campus ambassador role. And guys, register to CODEOX. Through CODEOX, we are also hiring interns and giving you various cash prizes and other rewards. Himanshu is asking, sir, how to share an assignment from Google Colab? Okay, that I missed. That's very good that you pointed it out. So to share the assignment, like suppose this is your assignment file. This is the new notebook that you created, named it like day two, your full name, the name that you want on your certificate. Write your name over there, press up enter, write your complete code. Then this is the share option over here. You can see on the top right corner, it is a share button. Just click on this share and a dialog box will be opening. Just see a dialog box has opened. Now you need to do what, get link. From change this restricted to change anyone with the link, just click on change anyone with the link. Now you can see that anyone with the link can view this file. So just copy this link. After copying this link, you just need to paste this link in the assignment submission form and your assignment will be submitted. So just copy this link, your file link, and paste it in the assignment submission form. And from there, we can just go on and check up your assignments and you will be marked accordingly. So now it is clear how to share your assignment. This is the way to share from Google Colab. So if you want, you can either upload it on GitHub or any other platform, upload it over there and provide us the link with the access to examine. So if you are using any other ID, you can do it. So this was how you will be submitting your assignments. We only want the link for your assignment, that we can see the code and we can evaluate what you have done in your assignment. And guys, again, I'll be telling you, your attendance, your assignment, and watching the session is mandatory. These three things are very much mandatory for each one of you. Without fulfilling these three criteria, you won't be eligible for getting the certificates. So to getting the certificate, you need to follow all these three things. I'll be again letting you see us the certificate that you will be getting after the after the successful completion. So you will be getting a certification that will look like this, with a unique certification ID and a verification link from where you can verify. Where I get assignment submission form. The assignment submission form and the assignment question will also be provided in the Telegram community within an hour. So from there you can get your assignment submission form and the assignment questions also. So guys, this was all about today's session. I hope each and everyone understood all the concepts of operators, type conversion, data, variables, and keywords. And tomorrow we will be continuing with our leftover operators. Tomorrow we will be covering relational operators, logical operators, and all those things, and practically exploring more possibilities of Python programming. So guys, till then, practice, submit your assignments. If you want to work with us, apply for the campus ambassador role, register to CODEOX, and win cash prizes, internships, and other opportunities. And keep connected with us. Show your support and love by sharing our platform through all your social media handles, your college, your groups, and letting your friends join to our Telegram community. So, guys, thank you very much for joining today's session. See you tomorrow at the same time, that is 3 p.m. Till then, keep learning, keep progressing, and keep experimenting.